Most marathon training plans are built for 20 and 30 somethings and not for runners over 50. But here's the truth, if you're over 50 and training for a marathon, your body has different needs and your training approach needs to be smarter. Today, I'm talking to our head coach here at Coach Parry, Lindsey Parry, who's helped thousands of older runners finish stronger, avoid injury, and actually enjoy training again. He says that there are just 3 runs that really matter. And if you get these right, you'll feel better, run faster, and recover quicker. Let's dive in. Linz, you're saying that there are only 3 runs that really matter when training for a marathon when you're over 50, but really just 3?
Yep, Shani, you heard me right. Just 3 runs that really matter. 3 runs. Nail them and you won't just finish the marathon, you'll dominate it. Strong, steady, and nothing left broken. Because let's face it, training for a marathon after 50 isn't about doing more, it's about doing the right things at the right time in the right way. You're not 25 anymore. Recovery takes longer, injuries sneak in quicker, and trying to copy your old training methods, well, that's a fast track to burnout. But here's the good news. You don't need to run every day, you don't need to chase the clock, and you don't need to prove anything to anyone. You just need a smart plan built around 3 essential runs. These 3 graphs beside me, they look complicated, but they represent the only 3 runs that matter. Each one plays a specific role. Each one triggers a unique adaptation in your body, and together they form the foundation of marathon success.
So let's start with the first one. What is essentially this graph showing us?
It doesn't spike, it doesn't impress, but this right here, it's your foundation. This run is the one that builds your aerobic engine, and for runners over 50, it's everything. Because here's the truth, as we age, we naturally lose aerobic capacity and mitochondrial density, but this run helps slow that decline dramatically. It's the run that teaches your body to utilize the right fuels for the demand of the activity. It builds capillary density in your muscles and strengthens your heart. But here's the thing, 80% of runners mess this one up. They run it too fast, and when you run it too fast, you ruin the purpose. If you finish this run thinking, I didn't work out hard enough, good, that's the point. This run builds endurance quietly, behind the scenes. Your pace should feel conversational. Your breath should be steady. If you're gasping or chasing your watch, you're doing it wrong. In Coach Parry terms, this is your easy run. And if you're over 50, it's the glue that holds your entire week together and should always make up the majority of your weekly volume.
Great. So now with the second graph that's here, it's definitely a bit more intense. What's going on?
This one looks intense, and it is, but you don't need a lot of it, just the right amount done right. This run boosts your aerobic capacity, raises your VO2 max, and sharpens your stride. Think of it like sharpening the blade, but if you sharpen it too often, it breaks. Most runners call it speed work, but this isn't about running fast for the sake of it. It's about improving running economy, how efficiently you cover the ground. For runners over 50, your form becomes even more critical. You lose muscle power faster, you recover slower, so this workout helps you to be precise. Done right, just-in-time intervals will teach your body to handle faster paces, and it'll build strength to do it without falling apart. We often structure this as intervals, like 3 to 5 minute efforts at a challenging pace with walking or jogging between. It's not about chasing the fastest splits, it's about consistent effort, good form, and smart recovery. Just a note, intervals can look different depending on where in the training cycle you are. The right type of intervals at the right time. If you've been skipping this type of run because you're worried about injury, I get it. But when scaled correctly and done at the right intensity along with an appropriate warm-up, can actually reduce your injury risk and make you more resilient.
Before we move on to the third run, if this is all starting to click for you, we've got something even more special to go even deeper. If you're finding this helpful and you want to know how to apply all of this to your own training, we've put together a free masterclass just for runners over 50. In it, Lindsey will walk you through exactly how to train smarter, feel better, and avoid injury while building endurance. You'll learn the same framework we've used to help thousands of runners go from stuck and sore to strong and confident on race day. Click the link in the description or scan the QR code on screen to grab your spot. All right, Lindsey, so let's take us home. What is the third and final run?
Now for the run that matters most. For various reasons, nutrition, strategy, and mental resilience, your aerobic engine, etc., and the one that scares most people the most. This isn't the flashy one. It's not where you set a personal best, but if you want to finish a marathon feeling like you owned it, you cannot skip this run. It teaches your body how to keep going when everything gets hard, physically, mentally, and emotionally. And here's what most runners get wrong. They either do this one too fast and they blow up, or they do it too randomly and they never adapt. This is your long run, and after 50, it needs to be structured with recovery in mind. Long runs build capillary and mitochondrial density and muscular endurance, but they also take the most out of your body. That means you need more recovery time in between these than you used to, and you need to fuel them properly. Start slowly, fuel early, take carbs every 30 to 40 minutes, and train your gut, test your gear, and always end feeling like you could do more. The goal? Train your body and your brain to handle the full distance without redlining. This is your new framework. Build your base, sharpen your edge, extend your range. Simple doesn't mean easy, but it does mean effective, especially when you layer them in the right way. Most runners think more is better, but after 50, better is better. You don't need to run every day, you need to run smart. But here's the truth. Everything we covered here only works if your foundation is right, and it starts with how your heart trains. If you've been frustrated by slow paces or confused about how to actually get faster without burning out, then this next video is essential. In it, we break down exactly how to train faster with a low heart rate and why it's the secret weapon for runners over 50. Click here to watch that next.